Hello and welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 9th of January for the Sun or the Ascendant. Thank you so much for joining me. As ever, I'm going to give you some broad strands to look out for that we can all relate to collectively, but please stay with me. I will then dive deep to give you, in forensic detail, all the ins and outs of each of the zodiac signs. Now, if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for joining me for this first time. If you'd care to subscribe, I'd be really grateful. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for joining me again. If you would like to know what the year ahead holds for you based on your individual astrology as opposed to this zodiac forecast, if you do give me 3 pieces of your personal birth data of time, date and place of birth, my 12-month forecast, and in my special package your life roadmap report at 30% off, can give you searing insights in how to manage that period, but also get deeper understandings of some of the patterns that have played out in your life over a long period of time. Now, within that, I'm also giving free zodiac forecast, a Chinese and Indian forecast for the whole of 2023. Please see the link below. Now, in terms of the astrology, Venus is forging a quite beautiful link with Mars, but they're both in air signs. So Venus in Aquarius can be a bit more detached. It also can see some unusual relationship scenarios. But Mars, of course, has been retracing its steps in the sign of Gemini, also Aries, since the 30th of October and moved into that part of the zodiac on the 20th of August. So the fact that they're collaborating so well is really lovely. And obviously, air signs can be about messages and communication. Is there something that you want to say to someone? Because this would be a good time to do so, particularly when on Thursday, Mars goes direct. And I think that's something we're all going to really appreciate. It's going to move into the sign of Cancer on the 25th of March. But if things have slowed down for you and have felt that nothing was really moving forwards in the way you've wanted, this will really help. But also from Monday to Wednesday, Mercury replaces the Sun in a sparkling angle to Uranus. Last week, the Sun and Uranus were urging us to try something different. Now Mercury's asked us to think about something different, but in a very practical way, because both are in Earth signs. So it's about being more innovative around our resources. Now, as the week draws to a close, there is a quarter moon in the sign of Libra. Very much about balance and, of course, about relationships. But the Sun, by that point, moves into a conjunction with Pluto. This is mighty and gives an opportunity for transformation. But because the ascendant energies of Libra, it's very much about how we relate to people, doesn't necessarily correlate well to the power and the more orthodox approach of the Sun in Capricorn, and the energies of Pluto, which can be about transformation. So a relationship in a professional context may come into focus very strongly as the week draws to a close. But then again, it could be who holds the power in a personal relationship. There could be a little bit of a tussle, and maybe something needs to be talked through or something needs to evolve. With Pluto, if we use power wisely, it can be for the greater good. It's fine. If we're using it for more nefarious reasons to try and maintain our dominance over a situation, such as a relationship, then that could cause some issues as this week draws to a close. So Sagittarius, your week commencing the 9th of January forecast sees Mars and Venus in such a fantastic relational angle. Venus is in the part of your situation to do with your everyday expression. So the way that you say things can be really captivating as Venus makes its way through Aquarius, which may feel ironic because over the last couple of years it may have felt that whatever you said, someone seemed at times to take it the wrong way. And also, since the start of October, when Mars in your opposite sign started to clash with Neptune, and of course then went retrograde on the 30th of October, still in that square with Neptune through to the end of the first week of December, there may have been a lot of mixed messages around how you're trying to express yourself to somebody. Perhaps it's been in a business situation, perhaps it's been with someone you need to work with closely that you find a bit difficult, perhaps it's been more in a personal context. But all of those frustrations can be swept away this week, and suddenly things can really take a giant step forwards, which is really exciting. Also, with Mercury angling brilliantly with Uranus, your natural ability to see ahead of where trends are developing is really going to get you some kind of reward. Financially, there can be good news as the week draws to a close, because the Sun's alliance with Pluto can help you to see how far you've come in terms of your foundations. And even if you don't have a great deal of spare money, it's more about how you feel about you. But obviously, having additional funds is something we all welcome. There is a square with the moon in your 11th house. If there is somebody around you in a friendship situation, perhaps a group dynamic, who tends to be a bit of a game player, that could be something that really sticks in your craw a little bit as this week draws to a close. But if you need to assert yourself and set your boundaries, that combination of Mars going direct and the charm of Venus really can be a great help to you.